So ti'n gweud lot i ti?
Di Glenda'n gwybod bod ti'n llys i dwylo? Wedi'r gwbl y diafol i'w diogi.
Roger Williams, thank you for your time, and thank you, I think, for the film, The Feast. I say thank you, I think. I'm not being rude, Roger. It's a bit scary. It's a little terrifying, to be quite honest. What I do love about this film, and many films in the horror genre, is that it makes you really think, and going back to the cinema to be terrified amongst the company of others is a weird but joyful experience.
Yeah, we absolutely wanted to make a horror film, so it's great that yourself and audiences who are seeing it are reacting to it in that way. It's meant to disturb, it's meant to provoke, but as you rightly say, it's also meant to say something about the world that we live in. We simply didn't want to make a scary film. We wanted it to be a film which makes people think about their relationship to the place where they live and their responsibility to the environment.
And I love how you've tied in food too, because we all love food as well. I mean, it's a secondary thing in the film that we can all relate to, and getting together for a feast. I have to wonder though, did it have to be made in Welsh? I mean, I'm an Aussie living in Ireland and I'm struggling to learn the Irish language. I can say Conas Atatu to you if you have any idea what that means. I'm asking, how are you, Roger? But the Welsh language adds a layer which is more fascinating about this film. Could you have made it in English? Did it have to be in Welsh?
I'm a first language Welsh speaker. The director of the film is as well, and that, I guess, you know, that means that we are able to work in both languages. And some projects present themselves to us as English language projects, and some present themselves as Welsh language projects. This was a commission where the financiers really said, we want you to make a Welsh language film, because let's face it, there aren't very many Welsh language films. If one comes along for the cinema every 3 years, then we're doing pretty well. But we also thought that in terms of the themes of the film and what we're talking about, in terms of protecting heritage and that responsibility to rural communities, it was important that we made the film in Welsh. And also, do you know what? It is something which gives it a USP.
Tisio blas? Mae gwledd yn aros amdano ni.
Pwy hon?
Mae'n gweithio i ni heno. Abertoir bwyd, gweini, orchestri.
Mae'n rieni mor intense.
Na pam mae dad yn joio dŵr ma. I ladd creaduriaid niwed.
Without giving too much away, and you being the writer behind it all, there's got to be something from your life that you drew some of this story from, and that terrifies me. But can you give the people who may be heading along to the Dublin International Film Festivals to see it, and see it subsequently when it's released, how would you synopsize it?
I would say that it is a film about a wealthy family who are living in a magnificent house, which doesn't belong in the centre of wild rural Wales. It's a very modern, sort of sleek Japanese, Scandinavian.
I want to live there.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Inspired building. And it's kind of squatting in the landscape. And what we learn about that family is that they have lost their connection to the place that they are from. Their values are warped. They are exploiting the land, which is beneath them for financial gain. And they host a dinner party where they are attempting to kind of expand their empire, really, and make even more money from the earth by getting a neighbor to sell the mineral rights under her farm. And they employ a girl from the village to be the waitress at their dinner party. What they don't realize, and what the audience don't realize at the start, is that there's more to this waitress than meets the eye, and that she is actually there to hold this family to account for what they're doing, and to take some kind of revenge on behalf of the environment that they're exploiting.
A bob dim ni wel mor flasus.
I don't want to come to a dinner party really with you, but it would be a challenge and intriguing nonetheless. Thank you for the feast and good luck with it at the Dublin International Film Festival and beyond that. I'm sure the world will get the chance to see this and be terrified and be educated in a bit of Welsh language, which has got me intrigued too. Like I said, after having started my Irish lessons, perhaps I'll add a bit of Welsh to my bow after I get through the nightmare that is Irish. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the feast. Nice to chat to you.
Thank you. Diolch yn fawr.
Gnava! Ti'n cymryd popeth. Fydd o'n wedyn. Pa'n anghofio am y pwdin?